Welcome to NETI105 Spring 2019. I am Tony Gianfrido. I will be the instructor for this course this semester. I'm just going to, this video is going to go over the syllabus for the class. Online classes should have released today, Saturday, January the 12th. And the syllabus has been loaded into the course. So we're going to go over that. At the very beginning, it's going to be some contact information for myself, my cell phone number and email address. The best way to get in contact with me is going to be via email. Usually I'm able to respond fairly quickly if you email me directly, and email me at this address. I'm going to be sending out a welcome email from my teacher Gmail address, but don't send me any messages to my Gmail address because that's only meant for getting the welcome letters out. So if you need to reach me, always contact me at my Ivy Tech email. Another important thing here on the syllabus is the contact information for the help desk and online learning support. Throughout the semester, if you're having technical issues on your computer, if you're having technical issues loading up an assignment or a project or a test or a quiz, there are a few tips and tricks that I'll be posting as an announcement and in emails to the class to try and troubleshoot certain problems that may come up. But ultimately, you need to go to online learning support or the help desk to troubleshoot anything that's not covered or that you're not aware of, or if something's broken with your computer or something's broken with the class, you need to contact those guys. It's okay if you want to send me a note just to let me know if something's messed up, particularly in the Net Academy course. The content changes every year, so there are a few things here and there that get missed, like assignments don't load up properly, questions are missing, things like that may come up. Let me know about those. Just email me and we'll take care of it. The disability support services, if you have a DSS form, please email that to me so that I know what accommodations we need to make for you. If you have that, just send that to me via email at the beginning of class before Monday, ideally, so that I can make sure that's all accounted for. Textbook is actually included in the course. I have another video that I'll be going over later on Net Academy, and the actual textbook is online. So you don't actually need a textbook for this class because it's all online. I think there is a hardcover book that you can get from the bookstore, but it is not required. Let's see here. And this is just going over a lot of the concepts we're going to be covering this semester. Grades. So this NETI105 class, official grades are going to be posted into Ivy Learn, but the actual class itself is on another website, and that's this Cisco Networking Academy, or Net Academy, that you guys are going to actually log into. You should receive an email requesting you to register with the Cisco Networking Academy. It's going to ask you for an email address and password to register with. After you register, you should be able to log in to the website, and then that will display any classes you may be assigned to. If you received a welcome email, it's because I've assigned you to a class. So this is actually this class right here, NETI105 Spring 2019 Gianfrido. That is going to be the NETI105 course that you access through Net Academy this summer, or excuse me, this spring. This is kind of what the class looks like from your view. As you can see, there's a module section, and it's going to contain, and there's a lot of this stuff that should not be visible to you, but Um, we're only going to be concerned with Module 1, which is the course introduction this week. There's actually going to be some assignments added to it in relation to a program called Packet Tracer, which I'm going to create a separate video for. And that's pretty much it, is getting familiar with the course, and then getting familiar with the Packet Tracer application, and then getting familiar with another lab environment called NetLab that's hosted by Ivy Tech. There's going to be a separate video for that as well. So this week, first week of class, is just familiarizing yourself with all of the different lab tools and working environments. Let's see. Oh, and as far as grades are concerned, there will be grades posted more regularly on Net Academy, because that's where all of our work is going to be done. But periodically throughout the semester, ideally before the midterms and right before the finals, official grades will be posted to the Ivy Learn website, so you kind of know where you're at before you take those exams. Like, and it's more towards the bottom, but here's a breakdown of what the coursework grading scale is set up for. So chapter exams and quizzes are 15% of your grade, Packet Tracer labs and activities are 25%, midterms 15%, practice exams, and so forth. That will be properly graded on the Ivy Learn website. The Net Academy website gives me some issues as far as weighted grades. So while your grades will be posted on Net Academy, as far as the grades for each of your assignments, those will be transferred over to Ivy Learn and calculated properly. So if it doesn't show up right in Net Academy, if you're looking at the grades section, then don't worry, because it's going to translate over into Ivy Learn. And yeah, this is actually my view, so it's showing everyone, so that's why it may look a little different. But let's see. So that's as far as grades go. Due dates and deadlines. Assignments are released on Mondays, and then all assignments are due typically Sunday night at midnight. If for whatever reason, and we're talking about makeup policy now, if for whatever reason you can't get an assignment turned in on time, in order for you to get credit for it, you have to email me and notify me before it's due to be allowed to make it up. If you do not contact me before the due date, you will not get credit. You will get a grade of 0, and that's it. So please just be communicate with me, and just let me know, if something happens and you can't get it turned in, just let me know, and everything will be fine. You'll have time to make it up after the due date. But if you don't contact me before it's due, you will get a 0. Let's see. Attendance policy. So this week, I think they're in the NETI course on Net Academy that I'm going to that you should be registered for now. There's like a pre-test that you can take. It's not going to count anything other than for credit for the first week of attendance. So in online distance learning courses, you have to actually do work to be considered in attendance. And if you don't turn that assignment in before, I think you only have a week, before the 21st, before the 21st, then you will be dropped from the course. So just make sure you turn in work during that time, or over the next week. You submit that, and you'll be just fine. Let's see here. As far as coming to campus for the course, this usually only is required. You don't have to go to campus for the course, but usually if students have like a MacBook or a Mac computer, one of the programs that we use is called Packet Tracer. It's a Cisco application, and I don't think there's a Mac compatible version of that software. So in order for you to complete it, students in the past have had to go to the campus computer labs to do their assignments. This may also happen during the semester. I know a lot of people have issues with just their computers in general or their web browser, and the web browser is not loading up assignments properly. If you find yourself between a rock and a hard place and online learning support is not being helpful and nothing's getting fixed, going to campus is like your last ditch effort option to get assignments turned in. And obviously, you know, this is an online distance learning course. If you need to go to the campus, just let me know. Like I said earlier, if you need some extra time to do work and some situation like this comes about, just communicate that to me and you'll be fine, and you can go to the campus and you'll get full credit for your grades. You won't get zeros, you know, if you have to schedule your time and so forth. So just communicate that with me and you'll be fine. Proctored exams are required for the midterm and the finals. There's a single midterm exam that's going to be hosted in the NetLab environment. And then there's going to be a final exam that will be on the Net Academy website, and then there's another like a hands-on skills exam that you'll be taking in NetLab as well. All of those have to be proctored, which means you have to be monitored while you're taking the test. If for whatever reason, and so basically what that means is for the midterm and finals, you have to schedule time to take your tests at the Ivy Tech testing centers. If for whatever reason you're not able to go to the testing center, we do have a third-party proctoring service called ProctorU that you can utilize to take your test at home. There are some prerequisites with that service, such as like a video camera on your computer, like a computer streaming camera. And I do believe there is a cost associated with doing a proctored exam at home. It is on the student to pay for that, and I do not know what the charges are, but it is your responsibility to pay for that if you do elect to do a ProctorU test. And for some people, that's the only option. You know, if your work schedule's tight, you're not able to make it to the testing center during their operating business hours, ProctorU might be your best bet to complete your midterm and your finals so you get credit. So if that is the case, come midterm time and finals time, I will be giving you guys plenty of forewarning and notice and announcements of the midterms and finals to come. Weeks before the midterm and finals are due, you need to let me know if you need to take advantage of this service so I can get you registered and get the test loaded for you on the ProctorU site. There's more information on this link here if you have any questions about the service itself. Last day to withdraw with a full refund, I think, is Monday, January the 28th. You can refer to your local registrar's office for any questions about that. Any online communications between yourself, myself, and or other students, just make sure it's professional. You know, we don't need any craziness in chat rooms or messages amongst students or between us. So as long as everybody treats each other with respect, we should get along just fine. Let's see here. Sometimes I used to do this a lot in the past, and I got a lot of feedback from students that I did it too much. But previously I would schedule like meetings to cover like it's like an online lecture, so to speak, to cover the course material that we were going over during the week. And over the years I've gotten feedback from students that and there really wasn't very much attendance when I was doing that. So if needed, I may post go-to meetings for like a lecture to go over the topics that are being covered over the week. And then obviously, like I said earlier, the best way to reach me, if you do have any questions about coursework or anything in general, just email me at the ivytech.edu address right there. And we already talked about grades, so the grading scale is here, and this will reflect, these percent breakdowns will reflect on assignments once they've been transferred from the Net Academy website into IvyLearn. So just keep in mind that grades for this particular class will be maintained in 2 separate places. The Net Academy website is more than likely not going to be truly reflective of what your real grade is. The IvyLearn website will. And like I said, that's only because the Net Academy website gives me some problems when I try to do these percent breakdowns the way that I need them to. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And that's pretty much it for the syllabus this semester. So I'm going to have another follow-up video on the Net Academy class itself. I'm going to have a follow-up video for the NetLab to show users how to browse NetLab, and then I'm going to actually have another follow-up video for Packet Tracer to show you what that is, how to get it, and how to use it. And so these will all be mandatory videos you'll need to watch after watching this video. Thank you so much for joining this class, and look forward to working with you this semester.